to your confidence, and it makes it tough to trust the organization at times. And if players are well-liked, you can tear a locker room apart. I've seen it.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors and for the Trailblazers. We've got Jeremy Grant, also Sharp out there, Robert Williams out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Silk in at the point. And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. Grant outside, shoots over Kuminga. That one's wide left. Williams against Curry. Nice shot by Kuminga.
Yeah, that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
Great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Williams defending. Here's Curry. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Trailblazers foul. Anthony Simons.
After a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say Golden State Warriors are back.
The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Here's Silk. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Graham. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Last time they met in San Francisco.
Yeah, last time out, they barely captured a win against this team, and it came down to some key turnovers.
Now here's Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. And he's going for the oop here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Silk. Coming off a 22-point game against Milwaukee. Pass to Simons. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Got a piece of it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Golden State foul. Stephen Curry. First personal foul.
First one falls.
At the line for your Trailblazers, number 11. At the line for two.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. You very rarely see a miss.
He's covered by Simons to the right side. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Sharp. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Simons. Here's Williams. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
He's covered by Simons.
Trailblazers foul. Sharp. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Takes a three. He buries it from three. Curry's got 5 now.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Here's Sharp. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Warriors ball.
Curry with it. 5 points in the game. Left side Kuminga. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Can you say immediate
Yeah,
entry
Logan.
into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too. Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
The Warriors leading. Throws it up high.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Number 2.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Silk with the bucket. Give him 8 points now.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now Curry. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Grant against Kuminga. The steal. Here's Curry. And it's Portland with a rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Simons. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense throws at.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Here's Garbage Man. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without foul.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Drills it from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Portland, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Pass to Henderson. Pulls up. And it's Portland with another.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Garbage Man. 26 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Here's Silk. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Aiden. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Garbage Man. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Here's Sharp. He's watched by Kuminga. Pass to Silk. Shot clock at 6. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Aiden on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Garbage Man. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Kuminga. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Entering the NBA can be a difficult challenge, and age can add to that challenge. Jonathan Kuminga was just 19 years old when he stepped into the NBA court.
Boy, being so young for his draft class, Kuminga has done well in the league, Richard.
What I like is how he's capitalized on his minutes. Any chance he gets to shine, he works hard to make the most of it. That's the kind of dedication that is invaluable in a young guy.
Here's Silk. He's got 10. Here's Henderson. Over Green. Shot's good by Henderson.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Garbage Man. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the paint.
A precision pass from a long way out.
Man, the pass. How about the catch right there? Wow, nice teamwork. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Pass to Kuminga. 11 feet out. Count it. Kuminga's got his third basket of the night. Portland trailing here. Here's Silk. There's the triple. They get it again. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
So it's the Warriors now. Here's Garbage Man. And Aiden pulls it down. The Trailblazers shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. Here's Henderson. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Anjay, cedera wae. Cedera kenapa dah? Rematch ah. Gede banget cedera. Gitu doang.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Tetap cedera sih.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for joining us midweek here tonight. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. And for Portland, Jeremy Grant out there with Robert Williams. Then there's Sharp, then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Silk in at the point. And it's the Warriors to start out. And with the trade deadline behind us, we have a sense now of the teams poised to make a move after the All-Star break, Grant.
Always an interesting time of the season. Teams are jockeying for playoff position, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And of course, some GMs stuck their necks out at the deadline. Now we get to see if any of those big moves pay off.
Here's Here's Moody. Back to Curry. Let's go with a three. Always a nice way to start.
Gampang banget.
What a
Curry
confident three-point shooter Steph Curry is. Never intimidated by the range.
Grant outside. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. He's covered by Simons. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Oh, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
He's covered by Simons. Pass to Curry. Got a piece of it. Grant with a steal. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. You look at New York, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Trailblazers, they've really found their identity as a team, managing to establish themselves as serious contenders.
Floats one up, and it's good on the lay-in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Tipped. Here's Moody. We saw him with 29 points in his last game.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Grant, so much young talent for the Warriors. Many said they should trade for veterans. They resisted.
And they won a title anyways. I mean, with the salary cap perhaps their greatest obstacle, having contributors on cost-controlled rookie contracts sure helps.
And so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Moody. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. And the Warriors with another three.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Pass to Williams. Kuminga against Grant. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Just 3 to shoot. From 7 feet.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Curry, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Silk with the bucket.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Here's Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Portland trailing here. Here's Grant. Kuminga pulls it in.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Outside Curry. They get it back. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Silk. His last outing, we saw him score 22. And here's Simons outside. Here's Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all all the time.
Out to the right wing. Outside Curry. Tries a 10-footer. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Curry's got 8 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Sharp. Grant against Kuminga. Here's Silk. Fires it. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Now here's Curry. The D's right on him. Curry with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Silk. To the inside. It's intercepted. And a deep 3 from Curry. Curry with another miss.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Silk. He's covered by Curry. On the wing, Simons. Kuminga against Grant. Pass to Simons. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's Silk missing. Williams off with the layup. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Moody. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry gets the bucket.
Gampang banget.
They have laid on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown.
And after winning MVP honors in 2015, Steph Curry was even better in 2016, taking home another MVP award, going back-to-back.
Here's Sharp. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Williams. And count that. 2 points. Got a chance for one more at the line.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Golden State has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And that 2016 MVP year for Curry, Grant, one of the best regular seasons ever.
Oh, so true, B.A. Think about this. The Warriors winning an NBA record 73 games. Steph shattering the three-pointers made record, over 400 for the season. Also leading the league in steals. Steph in 15-16, something else, guys.
So on the floor for Golden State. Goes up from the top of the key. Sharp, no good. The Warriors leading. Here's Garbage Man. Last game, 26 points for him. Here's the 3. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Lays it up and banks it
Jago
in.
banget anjir.
And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Golden State has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. 11 feet out. And it's Portland with a rebound. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Shots good by Garbage Man. He's got 17.
You don't see the finger roll that much anymore, but when you do, it's always a treat.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack, it would not be denied.
Henderson. 13 points in the win against Milwaukee. And it's Silk missing.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Ryan for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Shot clock at 5. Chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Portland, they've got 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Henderson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Green is checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Curry. From deep. And the Warriors get it back.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Good on the shot. Curry's got 13.
What a shot by Steph Curry. It's the confidence and the soft touch that makes it look easy.
And he lobs it up. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. The officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. First one falls for him. And the Blazers making a change here. And he makes both free throws. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Silk. He's covered by Curry. Here's Grant. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
You know, there's some power to Jeremy's game now. He's become hard to knock off balance.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes, now suddenly struggling to find the range.
And Grant gets it to go.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
He takes it in. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Now here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. And the Warriors lead by 3.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Here's Silk. He has 6. Again, the Trailblazers, good for 2. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And the Warriors call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
The ball's knocked loose. Back to Simons. Here's Sharp. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Outside Curry from behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Green covering. Down low. Here's Simons. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight. And he also didn't give up on that possession.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort. Oh, clear the deck.
Deck cleared. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G slam cam. And here's Curry for 3. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 16 points.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
And there's the lob. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Paul. Got a hand on it. Here's Silk. 12 points for him. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. 1:49 left in the second period. Paul with it. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game to the middle. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Simons. 1:24 left in the first half of this one. Williams in the post. He's watched by Kuminga.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Free throw drops for Williams. Both teams will make substitutions. That one's no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. And down it goes. 2 points. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter.
An explosion of points tonight for Steph. He's been having fun and smiling. Not the case for the defense.
On the wing, Simons. .52 seconds left in the first half. Good work there as it goes. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Lays it in off the pretty lob. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Pass to Curry. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Here's Garbage Man. Puts up a 3. Walker pulls down the board. Here's ABC. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's Silk. Oh, and he hits it!
They credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. With the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. What do you think about Portland, Kenny?
They made a lot of trips to the free throw line. That speaks to how aggressive they were, attacking at every opportunity. They're not playing with the finesse game that the other team play.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, early when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half.
Thanks for joining.
It's dance time in Portland.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got Jeremy Grant. He's out there with Robert Williams. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Silk in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. 6 to shoot. The drive by Simons. Comes up empty down low. Golden State has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Silk. He's covered by Curry. Oh, wasted no time on that one. He's got 16.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Williams defending. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Robert Williams picks up one.
Shooting for Golden State, Trace Jackson Davis. Shooting one.
And the free throw, no good. Portland trailing here. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Sharp. Grant, left side. And too long on the shot. Well, the Warriors shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Grant with a steal. Here's Silk. To the inside. Curry with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. But that's out of bounds. It was last touch by Kuminga. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Grant outside. Back to Simons. Pass to Sharp. Six on the shot clock. Williams with it. No luck on that one.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Curry, no good. For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Simons. And he banks in the layup. Simons has got his third bucket of the night.
Listed at 6'4", but Anthony Simons has a 6'9" wingspan, and that length certainly helps him on the interior.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Personal foul. First team foul. On the floor, substitution on the court.
Pass to garbage man. Inside. And a foul called on the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Robert Williams picks up 1.
Great decision from Draymond to go up into the D there with his big body. Such an intelligent player.
And both free throws good for Green. And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, BA. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer, sees guys get open before they do.
The Warriors have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Here's Garbage Man. And again, no good by Golden State.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's Silk. He's got 16. Clock at 6. Here's Henderson. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Garbage Man. 17 points in the game.
First personal foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Grant's checked in for Portland. Here's Silk. And there's the drive. And the two-handed jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Oh, got that one up quick. 21 points in the game.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, fourth of the game.
Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kuminga's got his 5th rebound in this one. Moody from outside. He can't hit that time. And it's Portland the other way. Right side, Walker. Here's Silk. The offensive rebound. Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 9.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Garbage Man. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Henderson.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And it's Silk missing. The Warriors trailing. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Simons has checked in for Walker. And that one misses. Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Silk. 4-3. The shot won't fall. And for the Warriors, they're shooting about 53% in the third. A very good number. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Trailblazers out in front, leading by just 2. And we're coming right.
89.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. On the floor for the Warriors. Outside Curry. This one for 3. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits the second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
He's trying to find his shot. But at some point, you have to start making these.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in.
Second team foul. Now the lineup for your Trailblazers.
Outside Curry.
Jeremy Grant.
Outside Green.
one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
The Warriors shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Here's Curry. And it's Portland with a rebound. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Came into this league as a defensive specialist. Now Jeremy Grant is becoming an offensive powerhouse.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And so Grant nails them both.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Curry. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
On the wing, Simons. Here's Silk. From deep 3-point range. Kuminga pulls it in.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for Golden State, Trace Jackson Davis. At the line for 1.
Portland leading. Here's Silk. Simons outside. Just 5 to shoot. Going inside. Williams in the post. Count that bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Over to the wing. And a deep 3 from Curry. Goes back up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Warriors.
Both good from the line that time. Well, the Trailblazers shooting about 43% since the 4th quarter began. To the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Kuminga finds Curry. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Warriors ball.
Off the inbound pass. The rebound by Silk.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul and into the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Team foul. At the line for Portland, number 11. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Warriors shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. It's deflected.
Oh, great timing on the block. Sharp using his athleticism to make an impact on D.
And the Trailblazers shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Pass to Silk. The Warriors pull it in.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. It shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Now Portland with it. 4-point game. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 21 points in the game.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Good to capture that play. Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
I love that Curry can dominate without the height, the vertical. It all comes down to high basketball IQ and skill. No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Good on the bucket.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And the Warriors call time here. They're trailing by 7. 1:14 left in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He got his squad fired up, saying, quote, now it's our time. If we want to take over this game, here is the moment. His guys look ready to deliver. We'll see.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And coming into Summer League, Sharp was kind of a mystery man. So it's great to see him play at a high level and get a real sense for his talents. Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Pass to Sharp. Simons outside. And it's good for 2.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Silk. Pass to Williams. Here's Silk. He's covered by Curry. 5 on the clock. Here's Silk. Outside for Grant. Here's Silk. He's covered by Curry. Here's Silk. So it's Portland picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
Okogi. Serius ini Okogi. Derek Jones Junior. If we have already enough. Betul lah. GG semua anjay.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh.
Coming right up, the Trailblazers take. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Alex Caruso. Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. And for Portland. And Bernie Simons out there with Silk. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Grant in at the 4. Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here's Silk. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Portland's shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And typically, a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
You know, one thing Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And there's the pass to Caruso. That's tipped. Holmgren with it, working on Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Dort. Hits it from three-point range.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Silk passes to Grant. Over Williams. The offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. And the basket by Silk. Silk's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Holmgren can't hit. Now, here's Sean. Defended by Dort. Sean, good.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Count that one.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Silk passes to Sharp. Pass to Grant. And again, it's Portland converted.
Well, the jump shot's starting to come along for Jeremy Grant. He's got to continue to work this aspect of his game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Dort gets it to go.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Here's Silk. And he converts the layup. That's 7 points for Silk.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. It's blocked. Grant against Williams. Puts it up from 12. That one rolling around and rims out. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against Dort. Passes to Caruso. Back to Dort. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing. It really paid off for them.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Thunder have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Shots good by Williams.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Simon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. He's looking for Williams and finds him. From down in the low post, he goes. So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Locking down the consistency from range. But he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Andre Ayton's checked in for Portland.
Laser dancer.
Portland on defense. They trail by 1. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And that's now 7 points for Luke Dort.
You can just see the development of Luke Dort's game. He gets himself into that in-between area and makes it look easy.
Here's Sharp. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Good on the bucket. 9 points for Williams.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get. Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time.
And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Outside Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Floats it up for Grant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Jeremy Grant is becoming adept at how to finish the alley-oop. Devastates the defense with a terrific look.
Caruso looking for an opening. Got a piece of it. Williams can't hit. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Here's Silk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We have just about a half season behind us. The rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions.
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
And there's the call on DeAndre. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Joe passes to Williams. Here's Joe. To the paint. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Silk. That shot misses. And the Thunder going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road. They simply did not bring it.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Williams passes to Hartenstein to the right side. 4 on the clock. From the line. Right side, Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 13 points for Williams.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Silk. He's got 11. Grant surveying the D. Over Williams. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have...
He's off on that one. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. They've got Sharp, and it's Silk in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And a chance for us to second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
Here's Henderson. All sorts of time. And they recover it. There's the pass to Silk. Clock at 6. Floats it up for Williams. Throws to the lead. Slam.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Walker. Dort wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Sharp. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Dort. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Pass to Caruso. inside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a nice open look right there. And now it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
At 6'6", you can see shot ready. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, good use of the catch and shoot.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Portland, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he hits both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language. Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Silk.
Substitution on the court.
.158 left to play in the first half. Here's ABC. Bengals covering. ABC passes to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Silk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Here's Silk. A 23-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The 11-footer and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Thunder leading by 14. Here's Joe. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Simons against Mitchell. Into the lane. Here's Silk. No good on the 3.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
No wasted trips at all. You're taking care of business at the line.
The Thunder have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12.
Wow. Does he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Trailblazers trailed by 15. That's at 5. The shot by Silk, no good. Knocked loose. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And so
with the score, the Trailblazer.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline on the offensive end. It's not about getting quick shots, it's about getting good shots. If you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Yeah. They didn't even box it out. I mean, if they didn't box it out like this, had 50 on offensive rebound. I mean, they got to put body.
And that.
It's dance time in Portland.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And for Portland. They're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's who Mark Daignault is going to put out there to start the second half. Williams is out there with Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 1 spot. Silk. And it's off from three-point range. And now here comes Williams leading the break. A wide open look here for Caruso. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous Alexander. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. Trailblazers trailed by 13. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Sharp, the pass to Silk. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Silk. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Silk passes to Williams. Oh, that's blocked.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man. Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Outside, Dort. This is it to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. They get it back. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous Alexander.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Silk. Gilgeous Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Now the pass to Hartenstein.
Let's hear it for your Trailblazers D.
Now Gilgeous Alexander. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Shoots from 12. That's good on the jump shot. Gilgeous Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They can see the ball handling ability of Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
And here's Sharp. 7 points in the game. Pass to Silk. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Sharp missing.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Silk. He's got 17. Pass to Grant. Passes it to Silk. That's a 2 from Simons. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And here's Gilgeous Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's Williams, high post. Working on Grant. Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous Alexander. What a dunk.
Out to the right wing. And that one goes out of bounds. It's catched by Gilgeous Alexander. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And you also also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Here's Silk. Oh, through the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Fifth personal foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
That one is no good.
Portland, number 11, taking.
And he nails the third. Oklahoma City leading by 13. And stolen by Eaton. Here's Silk. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Oh, Eaton in position. Up high and stuffed the alley-oop.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The pass to Holmgren. Kicks to Ingles. Here's Joe. The Thunder with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the inside. It's good, and the Thunder lead is down to 9 in the bucket from Silk.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And a miss there on the triple. The Trailblazers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Got a hand on it, and they get it back.
Wow, Joe Ingles sends it back twice on the pipes. Big-time defensive play.
To the middle. Off target at the rim.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Silk. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Silk's got 6 in the quarter.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside.
The Thunder, 90.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Final quarter. It's sixth-man time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jeremy Grant is out there with Sharp. And it's Silk. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Henderson in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Grant the pass to Silk. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Silk's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's blocked. Inside, here's Henderson. It's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Williams is checked in for Portland.
Caruso. First.
And that one falls for Henderson. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams dishes to Holmgren. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Silk out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Trailblazers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Starts the fourth.
Outside Williams.
It's six-man time. Let's hear it for your Blazer defense.
Back to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Off target with his 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Simon's on the wing. Pass to Silk. to Sharp. Over Holmgren. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Sharp.
Making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
That one is off. Doris, in your opinion, how does Luke Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion, Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those 3 are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Luke Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes.
Here's Silk. And he jams it with authority.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. You know, we have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. It's possible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and that's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
No good on that.
Third team foul. Shooting for Oak.
And he sinks the second. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Grant outside. Williams with the steal. A finish. And that one is hammered home.
Now, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Drives to the hoop. That one drops for 31 points for Silk.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Grant against Caruso. Basket good. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
Terrific focus from Jeremy Grant. This guy understands how to take contact and fight through it.
And that one good.
And not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. It's stolen by Dort. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Simons with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket by Silk.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Williams. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Grant outside. Shot clock at 5. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Holmgren kicks to Caruso. Passes it to Dort. Back to Caruso. He dishes it to Holmgren. The rebound by Simon. Portland trailing here. The pass to Silk. Grant outside to take the lead. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Second shot opportunity. Again, the miss by Grant. Thunder have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Makes good on the step-back jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops for him. 16 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Silk. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Silk passes to Grant. Good on the three-point shot. Grant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Williams with the ball. Pass to Caruso. Down low. Holmgren. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Pass to Silk. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Well, when you're curious with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And Oklahoma City making a change. Hartenstein's checked in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done is Silk.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Caruso. Nobody near Williams. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got 29 in the game.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
There's Williams, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game.
2 minutes in the game.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He was all alone on that. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Now, here's Shaw, defended by Dort. And another 3 for Portland.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
14 foul.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Dort.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And here's Sharp. The basket is hit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. It's stolen by Jordan. Goes up with the strike. Again, Oklahoma City.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Williams with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And he finishes nicely on the way. As the 6-point Thunder lead.
What a moment for Gilgeous Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Driving away. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Gilgeous Alexander. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead. You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Oklahoma City.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 30 seconds left in the game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Simons missing. Here's Joe. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road. They didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.